Hey everybody, I wanted to just bring you along for the ride. I have a customer who invited me to work on her site, and if you go look at it in preview mode, it kind of jumbles up, I guess, right there. That's the one. This size right here, you see that this is coming up on top of this button, and she wanted it obviously not to do that. And so when I asked what was happening, she said that the spacing and the mainly the spacing was what she needed to do to get them side by side. So what I'm thinking is, so I came in to take a look. So the first thing I want to know is, all right, how is this thing designed? How was this built? So you can see that this is a layout 2x2. If I go into this element right here, this is a container in the layout 2x2. And if I go to spacing, I don't show anything. This one, okay, is a container inside a container, so that it looks like the color is on that container, right? And that's inside the layout 2x2. Let's check out the spacing on that. So it has some spacing on it. And then if we look at this, this is the layout 2x2. And you can see that this element is outside or overlapping that layout. This element goes all the way down past the container that it's supposed to be in. And I'm guessing, I don't know, I'll ask her afterwards, but I'm guessing that she used some drag and drop kinds of functions here. Size relative to parent, fixed height, 1,000, okay. Let's go up to the container that's inside the block. Okay, so this is the container inside the block. I mean, it's a cool looking site, right? But let's see, send me my free chapter. So it looks to me like she wanted to have this opt-in, which looks really nice. And then it looks to me like we want this to be up here. So let's go up here. What do we have here? This is the container. And I cannot actually get, oh, is that part of the image? Maybe that's the image. Let's go take a look at the background image. Nope. Cancel. Somehow we have that. There it is, Aurora Store. It's an image inside the container. And then this is a new container inside the 2x2. Layout 2x2 is inside the container. Let's check spacing on this. Nothing. So here's what happens when I get into a situation like this. I go, you know what? I can go figure out a lot of spacing and make this work, or I can just redo this. I mean, it's one page and it's just several things, and I'm going to be able to move her elements into what I redo. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go get an empty block, empty, pull it over here. It does look like this customer wants, I'm not sure why it has a slider. Is that the default for backgrounds now? Let's go check blocks again. What did I do? Wireframes, empty. Oh, I picked the slider. Slider is, for whatever reason, at the top now. There you go. I'm going to get an empty block instead of a slider. And I'm going to delete this. Okay, so I'm going to delete this block. All right, so what I want here is, obviously this image is filling the full width. So what we're going to do is, let's make sure it's on the block. We're on the block. We go to the background. It's the Canada JPEG. All right, let's go here. And let's go background, see if we can find that same image. I think, no, it's not that one because it was wide. All right, I have to go back and look at it. Sorry. Okay, so it's got the trees and the snow. All right, so let's go here. Choose image. Trees and the snow. Oh, wait, that was it, wasn't it? Nope, that's not it. There we go. That's not it either. Here, how about this? Yep, that looks it. So select. All right, and then we're going to go here, do a quick check of this. Cover, repeat. Let's do. I bet the spacing was made so you could see more of the picture. All right, we're going to do cover, repeat. We're good here. All right, so then it looks to me like she wants this Aurora Stories up here, and then she wants this 2x2. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. Well, first of all, I'm going to go grab an empty container right here. Keep moving them on me. Put it inside the main container. And then that container I'm going to duplicate. So I have two containers. The second one I'm going to put the 2 column in. So I'm going to go to Elements. I'm going to grab a 2 column and put it inside that container. All right. And so then I'm going to go ahead and just grab this image if I can. There we go. And I'm going to pull that up here into that. Let's go check on Y spacing. There we go. We got a -50 margin below it. So let's just make it normal. All right. And then I'm going to take this whole container if I can, and I can't. I want to take this whole thing because I think this is fine. Let's just check the spacing on it as well. We don't have any negatives anywhere. So the way I'm going to try to grab that is by putting a new container inside there. If I can put a container on top of it. And I can't. All right. There's a way around that. There's a way around everything, right? So I'm going to click on the container, and I am going to duplicate it. So we should have, oh, look at that. It actually is quite long. Interesting. Let's undo this. Well, maybe the better thing to do is to check this color background. I assume it's just black. Okay, so we're going to go to the background on this, make it black. And we did that. And then we're going to grab this is an image. We have an empty container. We're going to go ahead and put another container inside of it. All right. Then we're going to grab this. Let's check the spacing on every one of these. Nothing negative, nothing wonky there. So let's pull that up. Okay, we have that. And we're going to put some space around it. Let's see. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that now. Spacing, we had 3.5 left, right, and top. So let's go spacing, 3.5 left, right, and top. Yeah, which is not 3.5 anymore, is it? Let's go like about there. And let's take pull this up underneath there. Pull this up underneath there. See if we can get the actual form container. We did. Pull that up there. And I think that's it. So this is the way it was set up. And then the thing is, she wanted this container, which we can't move. So let's try. Let's see if we can. If it's in a list container, it is. But the list container doesn't. Interesting. Text list icon. Okay, so the rest of the list icons are not in the container. Okay, so we can try to change that. Yeah, okay, that's pretty strange. Let's undo that. And let's try this secondary container again. So we're going to go, I'm trying to get everything grouped so I can just pull it up there. And let's see if that, yep. Let's see if that put it inside. It's a container inside a container. We should be able to go pull this up. Should be able to pull this up. And we're putting those inside of a container. Nope, it's not working. Okay. We're going to do it one at a time. The thing that we need to figure out is why and how is this so far down here. So let's go spacing here. It's not there. Let's go spacing here. Not there. We're just going to delete this. We still have it way down here. And I don't know why. Let's go to the container that it's in. Go to the container that this is in. This looks like it might be a different 2x2. That's what it was. She had a 2x2 below the other 2x2. Interesting. I'm going to try to grab this whole 2x2. Nope, that didn't work. You see how fun it is debugging and trying to figure out what the original intent was here. I'm going to let's see. Probably the best thing to do is grab this and just pull it up here into this side. Yeah, okay. And not sure why that's not showing up very well. Okay, so this is a text. What's this? A text. When we click on it, you can see that it's not showing up there, and I don't know how this image got in there. Interesting. Text 1. It's an H2 tag. So the container is has two containers in it. Wow. So do you see this? It's like the text isn't actually inside of its container. Here's the bar to, like the outline spacing. Oh, we got 100 here. Okay. What the world? This is text inside a container, inside a layout 2x2, but this is spacing 100. And I really can't get a hold of that. There we go. There we got the image spacing. That is an image round in the 2x2 container. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can move that up. Okay, we did that far. Let's see if we can put it up here. Right there. And where's the text? The text disappeared. Wow. Okay, I'm going to start undoing and get this thing back to where it was. Oh, I see. This is dark here. It's lighter, but when it's up at the top, it's not very dark. Okay. Let's try this. What is that? That's a list image. Okay. So we're going to move that up there. And then this is a text 1. And if we go up, you see how the text right there, the outline for it is just one box. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another list image here. And we're going to put it in elements. Let's go to lists. An image list item. Let's put it right underneath. There we go. And we're going to change this image. Configure, choose image. Right there. Update. All right, that's not bad. We can change the size a little bit. Size relative to page. We want it to be relative to parent. Make it about the same that she had. And then I'm just gonna grab this text and put it here. And it looks like it's bold. So let's do that. And it looks like maybe this text ought to have a little spacing before it. 12, okay, that'll work. So spacing before it. Okay, that's close, right? So I'm going to go ahead and delete this and see what happens. Okay, interesting. Delete this. All right, and then what I'm going to do is just grab this and start pulling this stuff up if I can. Okay, this is, there we go. This chapter will. Let's go up. I'm going to keep moving every element up into the other container, because then we're going to be able to grab that container and move it up into the other 2x2. And okay, that's really interesting. I think what's going on here, let's check spacing on this. So that is lined up, spacing. I'm guessing this one has a negative, yep, negative 16. So let's just make it 0. All right, and then it looks like we do have a little bit of spacing between them here. So spacing, nope, it's not on that. It must be on this. 1, margin 1. Well, I'm going to make it look similar. Okay, I'm going to delete this. It should leave me an empty container. It did. So now everything here is listed in its own container, right? So if we, by the way, if you hover your mouse over, now I have the 2x2. I don't want the 2x2. I don't want the list image either. I want list image. I want this container. And I'm going to see if I can grab it. Nope. Okay, we've got the list image, the container. I mean, sometimes you can just grab it and take it, and sometimes you can't. What I'm trying to do is get it moved up here into this empty container. So, let's try it again. Yep, not going to want to do that. Okay, well, let's do this. Spacing. This layout, I think I can delete so I can see things better. So let's try that. There we go. Okay, so now we are close to being able to see things. So I'm just going to grab this, pull it up here. I'm going to grab this list image, pull it up here. Nope. All right. Grab this, put it up here. Got the whole thing. I think I missed the icon there, so let's redo that. It should be everything. Yeah. It's there. Okay. All right. So now I think we're close. I think we're close. So I'm going to delete the other block, the block that she had. I'm going to go to this block and I'm going to put some spacing at the bottom at least, if not at the top. Maybe not at the top. Maybe just a little bit at the top. And I'm going to put more at the bottom so we can get more of the image. I'm also going to go ahead and put some under the layout. I'm going to put some spacing in here to push this down a bit more. And then I'm going to take this. Let's go to the container first and put some spacing in the inside of it. So we're going to move things down. And we're going to see, get your free download of the first chapter. And so this, I think I want this down in this area right here. So that is inside the container. Now let's go to the list image and go spacing above that. That moves it some. Then I'm going to go spacing inside of it. And maybe something like that. Yeah. I'm going to try it that way. I think maybe we want some space here. So we're going to push it down. By the way, our rule at Your Best Groove is basically if you want space, you push from the top. So in this instance, we want this to be moved down. Instead of putting the space above this, we go to the element on top of it. We go to spacing and we push whatever is below it down a little bit. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing is it's just kind of hard to see these check marks. And I'll talk to the client about that. I mean, that could be as simple as changing the color. Of course, we could do this. We could put some. Let's see. We could go take an element and grab a container. We could put these all in their own container. And this container that we're in can have a background, white background that is transparent, right? And that would maybe help. I mean, now you can see it, but I don't really like that. I don't like that the green is hard to see. So I'm going to suggest we change that to, what other colors do we have on? We have this yellow. So let's do that and see if she likes that. So copy. And we're going to go. By the way, if you didn't catch that and you're new to my trainings, I use this thing called, what's it called? Color Pick eyedropper. You can go to anywhere on the screen, click, and you get the hex code. And then you can use that. So I'm going to go here to text. We're going to change the color. I'm going to do that for each one. Change the color. So it's branded, right? It's got the same color as her logo up there, and we can see it. So text color. Oops. And I'm just pasting the hex code in there. Okay, so you can see what I did to make this work. So that is, as I've been doing recently, that is designing the page with the desktop in mind. And so then we want to just go back and take a look. So not too bad, but kind of the image isn't really effective here because we have that dark block. And so you can see that the image looks kind of strange on this one. So probably I'm going to go ahead and check with the customer on that and see what they want to do. But we're probably going to want to change the image on the background of this, of the mobile. Text size, the other thing I would probably do is I would probably take this image. Look at that, guys. This is new. This is interesting. Maybe this has been there a while like that, but the thumbnail, the breadcrumbs are kind of in a different place in mobile. Probably what I would do is I would go to the layout, turn this off, and just for mobile, I would go to the layout on this and center it, right? And then I would center this, okay? And I probably would center this as well. And then I got to figure out why. Oh, we have all the space in here. That's the issue. All right, so that's fine. Let's go get rid of that space. And I think we're going to have the same problem. The color, the light color isn't going to work for us the way we want it to. Let's go here and go spacing on the inside, spacing at the top of it. Yeah, so you can see that now we have a problem with the color of the... It's not too bad, but this is dark, and we would really like it to be in the light part. So again, maybe we want that space just to push it down into the light part. But see, it's repeating the image, and it looks kind of weird. That's my opinion. What's your opinion? Comment in the video here. Let me know what your opinion is on this. So, all right. Well, that's the way we're going to do that. We're going to put that a little bit of space back in there. Nope, that's not what I want. I want to put a little space there. No, I want a little space after. Nope. I got to go to the desktop to see what I'm looking at here. I want space above this and inside of this. Yeah, so I can't really get it down where I want it. So I'm gonna let that go. I'll check back with her. The other views look okay. Again, it's not actually bad for that to have a different color. But the question is, do we really want that image in the background? One thing we could do is with this, we could go to the, let's see, with the container. This is pretty weird. You can't look down here for your breadcrumbs. You have to look here. Okay, let's go to the background. Let's just change the transparency a little bit. That's kind of cool. But again, I'm going to ask the customer what they want to do about that. Yeah, so that's what we did. We fixed this landing page so that it would look good and be sitting side by side. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. Comment on the video, something you either learned or something that you would like to know more about. And talk to you again on Groove Tutorials. Hey, by the way, before you go, hit like on the video and subscribe to help us grow the audience here and get the word out more on the tutorials that are available.